This is your 6.2, and it's kind of the end of the whole section. Now, I know we have another handout. It's 2 pages. There are these. I'm going to actually either come back to this or just skip it all together, because I like to work from your homework sometimes, especially if you were in my face-to-face class. So that's what I'm actually going to do. I've printed off some of the homework, and you have those with you. So the first couple actually might be from the end of 6.1, but you will see this in 6.2 as well. So the first example, what you're actually doing is you're graphing the linear equation, you're plugging in points into the boxes just like you did on your 6.1 homework, and then you're choosing the correct graph. So I'm actually going to use some blank paper to use this as my scratch paper. So you can write on this page if you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my y equals negative 6x down, and we're plugging into our xy chart a 0, a negative 1, and a 1 in place of our x. So just like we did in 6.1, we're going to substitute in. So I'm going to have A, B, and C. So if I plug in a 0 for my x, y is going to give me 0. Anything times 0 is 0. If I plug in a negative 1 for my x, then I'm going to have y equals negative times a negative is a positive 6. So I have 6 for my y. If I plug in a positive 1 for my x, I'm going to have a negative 6 for my answer. So in these boxes, you would actually put 0, 6, and negative 6. Now, notice that when you graph on these on your homework, they already have the lines drawn out for you. I don't want you to look at those until you've already plotted them on your paper, because it could get so confusing noticing which graph is correct. So I'm going to draw a graph on my own paper. And plot the points. So 0, 0 is at the origin. And then negative 1, 6, I'm going to go in the negative direction to the left 1 and then up 6 units. Positive 1, negative 6, I'm going to start at the origin. I go in the positive direction to the right 1 and down 6 units. So the graph that looks like this is going to be the correct graph. So which graph looks like the graph on my page? So you're looking at my page and you're looking at the graphs above. Well, it can't be this one. It's tilted wrong. This one's too flat. This one's too flat. D is the only graph that matches the graph that I've drawn on my paper. So D is the only graph that it could be for your homework. Okay? So let's look at our next example. Our next example is pretty similar to what we just drew, but look, we don't have a multiple choice graph like we did in 6.1. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to have to graph it by hand. Now, clearly I can't show you exactly how it's going to look on your homework, but I can give you ideas of what to do to help you be successful in your homework. So the first thing I'm going to do is, again, everything that I did in the first one. So I have y equals 1/3 x, and they want me to complete the table, the xy chart, when x is 0, 6, and negative 3. So when x is 0, I have y equals 1/3 times 0. Anything times 0 is 0. For the next one, y equals 1/3 times 6. Now, when you have a whole number by a fraction, remember, this is like 6 over 1, so you're cross-canceling. 3 will go into 3 one time. 3 will go into 6 2 times. So 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. So that's the same thing as just 2. Okay? For C, I have y equals 1/3 times negative 3. The negative 3's cancel out, and I do have a negative 1 there. So I have negative 1 equals y, because 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Now, The difference between this problem and the problems that we've done in the past is I don't need all three of these points. When you plot points in Course Compass, and I'm going to write down these answers in the box so I don't have to come back to my paper. 0, 2, and -1. When you graph in Course Compass, you only can plot 2 points. Okay, so since you only need 2 points, you can't even use all three of the ones that you just found. This was just for this part of the homework. You don't need to find 3 points unless you need to find it for a homework question, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to plot 2 of the points. I'm just going to plot the first 2 because those are the first 2 that I have. I'm going to click on this button here. That's the line tool, the straight line tool. And when I click on the button, you'll see like lines going out like a coordinate plane. And don't click again until you're on the first location, the 0, 0, all the way to that particular location. Like each one of these dots are the location. So even though I had to go to the left and up, don't click until you get to that last location, okay? So the first location is 0, 0. So after I click my line tool, I find 0, 0, and I click right here on the center. All right? Now once you've clicked here, wherever you drag, it's going to make a line. It's going to go like this on your graph. So I want to go to 6, 2. Do not click until you get to the very last part. So I need to go in the positive direction 6 units and up 2 units. Click here, not there. So once you click, the line already has that graph automatically. You don't have to do anything else. So you click on the 0, 0 point. You click when you get to this location, and you don't have to draw a graph. It does it for you. Okay? Hopefully, you will be successful with this graph. If you aren't, if you need any more pointers on how to do a graph, let me know, and I will send you another video.